Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Focus up! Ladies! Hey! Undercrush!
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. All right, let's get there.
Passing, it's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
You take it right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
On the ready.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 4. Big ass, big 2.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
I'm coming back.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 50-50.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
This one away by the punter, Dar. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, set.
Mike 57. Put some back.
Quickstone, travel. Ready.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. He hits Blue. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Completes it to Lee. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
10-2 soft. 6-6, pull it high.
Slam. He's crashing.
This is West. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
He's tackled at the 30.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Chopper! Hey, high 7.
Watson. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check. Lucky. Shift. Hey, check 24. 24.
He tripped.
Here's the fifth-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Come on, set. 91.
Third and 2, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Let's go. 60 or.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hey, switch gears. Rush in.
Now West. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal.
Switch it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Kill.
Now Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, Zoo. 47 Mike.
Now.
Out of the gun. Hill. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he completes it to Westbrook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Westbrook. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, watch the
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ladies!
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All day, every day.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Regular.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Save.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw here, Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Bryant's extra point up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. No, check that. We want Mike 52.
Now Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with West. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. What we got?
From the 41, Watson is going to let this go deep for Lee. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
2x2. Move. 368.
Mike's 47. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
Dalton gives to Bernard. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
47. Stop your whining. Watch the ship.
368.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, 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 check.
61. Matchbox light.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hot, hot. Lead.
Check back 47. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Check it backer. Check it backer. Check it.
Heavy, heavy, heavy.
SOS. SOS.
Regular, regular, regular.
SOS. 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 Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Hot.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch, switch, switch. Hatchet, hatchet.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Hill. He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to tackle. Touchdown, Jaguars! Charkandrick West, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
5.
50 seconds. Go.
Now it's Watson. The open man is Westbrook. There he goes left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 67 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
93.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Hands up. 318.
In your face.
Hands up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. That's complete to John Ross. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Drop deep. He's checking. Crash.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's West. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Who that?
Hey, Haywood.
57's right. Let's go, D.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now here's Ross. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
70, Indy.
Good track.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Throwing again. Dalton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield here, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Joker, joker. Joker, joker.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's where you belong.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Out, 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 out. Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the safety creep. Check.
5.
Out of the gun, Watson. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Dalton now to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 44.
From the gun, here's Hill. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run on first down. West. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Kill. Check 24. Check 24.
Now. On first down, it's Blue. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Switch up.
Run again with Blue. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Mike 57. What's the run? They're running it. 36. Check safety. Jim.
Rock it. Ready.
On third down. It's West. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Charkandrick West with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go one more.
General West.
Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hands up. Leave.
Mike 47. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So Dalton now to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give, right side. Bernard. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check, 47. On the ball.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll go down at the 28.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's get it.
Hands up. Lady. Good.
Get off the field. Hey, check, Mike.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
368.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they run with Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
You got him. You got him.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Got it.
Mike 57.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Check. Check 3. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Ross on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check, 47. Blue Dan.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
3 bucks. You go take.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ready. 10-2, sir.
36. Get him.
Get it.
And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down.
5.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right. So I got lucky here. Got real flipping lucky here. Was able to snag the W over Cincy today. We go to 7-0. Man, whew. One game at a flipping time, people. One game at a flipping time, man. But was able to snag the dub. But yeah. But hey, what's going on, kiddo? But anyway, so let's look at my boy. Man, Watson was 11 for 14, 221, 4 TDs and a pick. But there was something interesting that was happening during this game. Before I kind of go through my boy's stats, let's go to the highlights here. I want to go to first quarter. Let's see. Oh, of course they don't have it. Wait, where is it at? He punts. This play right here, I wish they would let me show it. This play right here, that was the first play from scrimmage. Multiple times this happened. He did not have anybody on my slot. I'm not sure why that was. I'm not sure what was going on with that, but nobody was guarding the slot at all. And like, part of me was like, since he ain't gonna put nobody there, like attack it. But then I was like, but I was like, that's not OMFL like. So I was just like, you know what, just, hit different little routes. But I kid you not, man, there's multiple times that this man right here was like wide open. He should have had at least 2 to 250 in receiving yards if I would have went to him. And it wasn't like it was just a slot. When I had him or Westbrook at the 2, like there's nobody. Nobody on him at all. And I'm like, dude, like why? Why is that? But needless to say, man, I mean we got some pressure we got some pressure on this boy. Man, we got some pressure on him today. I don't know what was going down with that, but he was getting. She asked you a question. But anyway, yeah, so we was able to get pressure on Dalton all game long. I think we ended up with 7 or 8 sacks. I don't know. But let me see if this is a play where. Oh, that was an RPO play. I don't like that. Oh, we good. Thought I switched on that. I was about to be like, I know. Alright, Weezy. Switches. Anyway, but man, this catch right here was bogus. 1 in, 2 R's. Yeah, he gets 2 feet in, but still. Like, I've been getting a lot of those type of catches this year, which is like, Westbrook, are you for real? Are you really like that? Like, are you really like that? I think we did our job, man. My mission coming into this game was to kind of contain Atkins, and then kind of minimize this dude's grabs as much as possible. But that was one that he got a first down on. But this right here, I don't know what his quarterback was doing. I don't know what was his name, Hill. Oh wait, I don't think Hill ran. Oh yeah, he did. I don't know what he was doing with Hill, but bruh, Hill got in the open. He was like, "I'm getting this first down. I'm getting it." Yeah, you getting these snacks? Bow. Caught him, bruh. Still was funny. But anyway, like, this was just one of them games, man, where we got pretty much all the love. And they got done. And we had 21 in the. Man, wow, we had 21 in the first half, 24 in the second half, and we just kind of kept them at bay all game long. But let's look at these team stats, man. See if there's like some kind of a breakdown there. We owned it offensively, rushing, passing. Man, he torched his first downs. See if he kind of turnovers. We won that battle, but he snagged one for me. I mean, hell, third down conversions, we didn't do any better. 2%. Red zone. I mean, he was 66%, but he had more chances. I think we had a lot of deep. I think we had a lot of big conversions for touchdowns, and then penalties, man. Three penalties, 60 yards. I think one of them came on that touchdown that he got in the second quarter. He caught his man. Should have been a pick. That's what I'm gonna say. Should have been a pick. But yeah, they didn't show no love to you, boy. But yeah, let's kind of go through. Let's go through these stats real quick. So I was 11-14. He was 12 for 19. 78% completion. 63. No touchdown, no picks for him. But 4 for me, 1 pick on my end. Longest pass for the day was 67 yards. That was one of the big ones. And we just got lucky on rushing yards. Let's see. Rushing yards. Hold on. Back to passing. We had Taysom Hill. Got him 1 for 5 attempts, 10 yards. And then I said AJ Green got him. Oh, that's right, because he got that 3-yard pass to, I think, to the quarterback. A Wildcat special. Now the Wildcat. I think a couple guys was like, Houston, we got a problem. Peep game. So 12 gauge. Be a good game to Cincy, man, but don't look like he's too happy right now. I don't know. We'll see. Feedback will be coming soon. But anyway, on to the rushing stats, man. Yeah, looks like Mixon had 19 carries, 111. Oh boy, Charkandrick West, man, got this boy out of free agency. He's been big, man. 13 carries, 158. Fournette, who? And then you got Blue had 5 for 14. Giovanni Bernard had 4 for 15. Armstead got him a few. Watson tried 3 times, didn't work. Hill had 2 for 18. And then Chark. This is the one right here. Chark had 1 carry, 1 attempt. Now, this was Wildcat, 12 gauge. So in that package, I want to say it allows wide receivers and tight ends. Like, yeah. So if anybody out there has got Terrell Pryor, if you got Welker, Pryor, Welker, Braxton Miller, those 3 dudes, or any former quarterback that's a wide receiver that still has his quarterback traits, you have 12 gauge. Yeah, you can surprise some people with the play action play that they have in there. It's nasty. It's a 2 wide receiver set. One's a deep post and the other one's a streak. And yeah, needless to say, you can't change the routes. You can sub your personnel all you want to with the R1, but I put Chark in because he's like one of the fastest on the team. That's why I put him in. But hindsight, when it comes to that package, though, I think the best person on my team is Conley at a 79 overall. So, but yeah, so that's what happened. Seeing some people grumbling in the chat. It is what it is. It's a package. Receiving, Westbrook went off. Like I said, again, not too many people was really guarding him for real. And he had 3 of the TDs. Eifert had him 4 catches, 71 yards. Westbrook had 5 catches, 145. AJ Green only had 3 catches on the day, 68 yards, and he's normally like the receiving cow on the Bengals. Man, I just actually figured out what Cincy Bird's message meant. Good luck in the playoffs. Dang, feel the burn. But anyway, Marquise Lee had him 2 catches, 50. John Ross, that's another one that I was ready for. Like, I was like, all right, if this dude even remotely catches free in the deep down the field, you got to make sure you have bodies on him. One over top, one underneath, one in his pocket, because the dude is just hella fast. But he only had 2 catches, 18 yards. T-Boy had 2 catches, 35 yards. Mixon had 1 catch, 4 yards. Chark got 1 for 12. Shaughnessy 1 for 10. That's strange. I normally hit my tight end at least 2-3 times a game. Only 1 catch. Uzuma, whatever his name is, CJ, had 1 catch, 8 yards. Armstead had 1 for -5. That was the screenplay that I tried. Blue had 1 for 9. Taysom Hill had 1 for 3. That was that wide receiver pass to the quarterback. So that was receiving. Blocking. Both teams. But I didn't have nobody block today. But let's look at the total tackles. Gilchrist had 10. Jack had 7. Jacobs had 7. Te'o had 6. Mays had 5. Then a slew of Jaguars with 5. Go talk to your mom about it. Anyway, kids coming in for school wanted to be just all conversational. So let's look at sacks, man. Campbell had 2. Jacobs had 2. Brock had 1. Ngakwe had 1. Smith had 1. That was it. We had all the sacks, bro. Wow. Yeah, so we had 7 sacks on the day. It was a good little spread, though. Line, defensive line, linebacker, corner. I don't even think I said a corner blitz. Maybe like a cover 3 or a man blitz. You never know. He had in one Ngakwe, another defensive lineman, another linebacker. So had a little. Now this is the one I'm sad about right here. I'm sad. This right here. My boy Gilchrist leading the league in interceptions, man, and he didn't get anyone on the day. I tried, but it was a pass interference call. Pass interference call, man. Sadness. Kicking was alright, you know. Kicking was alright, man. We was 1 for 1. He missed one at the half. Got one from 49 yards, and then the rest was extra points. So yeah, so we balled out, man. We balled out. A little scoring summary right there to kind of show all the drama. But I mean, man, we was rolling. We was rolling, but again, man, it is what it is. So we escape. Oh man. Now up next is, so we dodged one. We dodged one bullet. But I can already tell you right now, I got a bullseye on my back by this man right here. Because if there's one thing I know about Cincy, bro, he does not, and I mean he does not like to get beat by this much. Close game, he'll live with it. Still might not like it, but buddy, let me tell you, when the game is out of reach in the third quarter, yeah, Cincy bird, I just put a bullseye on my back, and Cincy wants nothing more than to claw my heart out. Telling you, 0 passing TDs. Oh yeah, this man's coming for me. Just be gentle. Just be gentle there, Cincy. Be gentle. Shout out to my boy Dakota D. Wayne out there watching the game. Appreciate those that watch. But don't y'all jokers be taking notes. Don't you be taking notes. Brady out, man. Brady out.